Chip Chat? This is Chip Chat Chat. What up, Chip Chat? This is Chip Chat Chat. What up, Chip Chat? This is Chip Chat Chat. What up, Chip Chat? This is Chip Chat Chat.
What up, Chipper Chaps? This is Chipper Chap Chat, episode 135.
35.
FooRay.
I'm Chamba.
We're going to talk about some movie news today.
Movie
Stuff, some trailers, whatnot. This is a trailer rundown of the trailers that we thought were
trailers and also just general news also, because there's a couple of stuff that's not trailer related, just actual
not trailer related news.
Yeah, there's the James Gunn stuff, some of the behind the scenes stuff. There's a bit of stuff.
All right. So first of all, let's talk about that yesterday trailer.
Yeah, you just linked me the trailer for this flick that's coming out soon called Yesterday. I know you're not a big fan of the Beatles, but it revolves around the Beatles' music.
Yeah, their music doesn't like piss me off or anything.
But it just doesn't make you go, oh, these guys are like.
It
Beatles.
It just doesn't all trigger me. There's some Beatles songs I like.
Oh yeah, for sure. I agree.
The ones that are like I'm not ever like, oh bro, I'm just gonna turn on Beatles and listen to the Beatles all day. Not a thing I do. Not a thing I'm ever gonna do.
I don't think.
But it's just not gonna happen out of me.
Yeah,
I would never do a Beatles song at karaoke. Let's put it that way.
Oh, I'd have to think of what song it would be. Because I'm sure I could probably do one or two.
Do Hey Jude, because then everyone would sing it for me.
Right. I'm sure there's a couple, like one or two maybe, but yeah.
I wouldn't do it. It's not
anyway, the trailer for Yesterday was cool.
Yeah, you liked it?
That premise is legit.
Yeah, so basically, guy gets in an accident on his bike.
Gets hit by a bus.
Yeah, gets hit by a bus. He
chips his tooth.
Yeah, breaks his tooth.
I can relate to that. That's hilarious to me.
And when he wakes up, he is like, everybody throws him a party and stuff. His girlfriend gives
him a guitar.
He plays the guitar and plays a Beatles song that
Yesterday.
he knows.
He just plays Yesterday.
And everyone was like, wow, that's such a great song. When did you write that? And he's like, I didn't write that. The Beatles wrote that. The Beatles wrote it.
It's like, who is that?
Yeah, no one's heard of the Beatles.
Yeah.
He tries to Google it.
That line that he said is like, how can you not know one of the greatest songs ever written? She's like, hold on.
It's no
Coldplay. I was like, that's gold. That's gold. This trailer looks great though. Like I don't know if it's a cinema film for me. There's a lot of things that I mean, here in Australia, it costs quite a bit to watch the cinema.
Right.
So I'm very selective in what I go to see.
For sure.
This one, I'm definitely going to watch it when it's available to me.
Right.
But I don't know if it's a cinema.
Like, say if this was a thing they put on Netflix as an original, I'd watch it. Oh, yeah. No problem.
That's not like, as soon as it's up there, I'm going to watch it.
Yeah. So I don't know. I don't know if I'll do it in theater. It depends on how much the roommates want to go as well.
Bro, sending yourself in a camera.
I'm not going to I'm not going to pay a bunch of money and sitting there by myself to listen to Beatles music.
I don't even know when this is out. I didn't check for a release date or nothing.
No, but it's really good. He ends up basically getting a career off of
basically, he's a Beatles cover.
It's
a good thing he knows all their songs.
Right. Yeah, he knows them all well, too.
Yeah, because obviously prior to that, maybe he's probably a massive Beatles fan.
Okay,
obviously.
so if this was, theoretically, if this was going to happen to you.
Yeah.
Whose discography would you be able to most do off of memory? Because they don't.
Right. That's tricky because it's off by my memory's garbage. I haven't memorized. I don't have songs incomplete memorized at all.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what.
Yeah, I'm screwed. It wouldn't.
But even if you just have the idea and like do an approximation because no one's ever heard of it, you know.
Right.
Whose discography would you hunt for?
Well, it's not even hunt for. It's like, what discography would I just know most of?
Right.
If I really just like, if I actually like sat down and thought about it. I'm trying to think.
I feel like I would have to try and attempt like doing Michael Jackson or Prince or something.
Right. See, Michael Jackson, that would be great. I know a lot of his songs, but not. I'd have to basically, since no one knows him, there'd be approximations of it anyways. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Michael
Jackson will be gold. Because this includes all of like Jackson 5 stuff. Oh man. I don't know if anyone would buy it though. Hilarious. It'd be hilarious.
You'd see what happens.
That would be clowning. Michael Jackson would be clowning. Michael Jackson would be clowning.
Anyway, what's up on the next list?
Frozen 2 teaser came out. Did you see it?
Yeah.
I think it looks interesting. I didn't give a shit about the first one. Put it this way. The first one was fine. I think it's definitely... I just got sick of it because it just kept going on repeat.
Sad music that I could play automatically. All around me are familiar faces.
Is that the song that you imagine as part of the Frozen 2 soundtrack?
No, that's how I felt watching it. I super don't care, dude. It looks like they're doing like now it's an Avatar situation.
Mm-hmm. I was like seasonal powers, I'm assuming. It's like, all right.
Or fall or whatever.
Autumn leaves.
And because it looked like they're setting up like there's going to be different elements, and there's 4, so it's probably seasons.
And then the 5th one, it's going to be Lilu. Because it's the 5th element.
Oh, snap.
But it's not Lilu, it's Lilo.
Oh, snap. The crossover is real.
Yep. But that's out.
Yeah, that's... do you think that they'll have any song that even kind of compares to what Let It Go did?
No.
No, you don't think there's...
I think they're going to write songs that are going to be in that same vein. Will it do as well? Will it be as big as Let It Go? I fucking hope not.
I don't know. Adina Menzel, she can sing the shit out of whatever they write.
No, for real. I agree there, and I'm sure because of the new introduction of the character they're gonna have, she's probably gonna have that song as well, or her version of that kind of song, and it's probably gonna be. I'm just not gonna give a shit. I don't care. I'm not watching this. Like, I'm not watching this in a cinema.
Oh, I thought you were a Disney dude.
No, I am a Disney guy, but doesn't mean I watch every Disney films in a cinema.
Oh.
I don't think I watched... Did I watch the first one in a cinema?
I think I did.
I don't know if I did.
Olaf is got to be one of my most hated characters. He's Olaf and Jar Jar Binks. Best. I was gonna
say they're both Disney now, so
that's what I'm saying. They're right next to each other as top ones I don't want to ever see again.
Yeah, I don't care. I don't. Whatever. This one.
Yeah. Next.
Let's go Child's Play. You see the Child's Play trailer?
I did see it.
What do you think?
Part of it I thought was cool. Like, I like that they changed I like that they changed the name of the doll.
Yes.
It used to be.
Do you like that it's like technology based?
Sort of. So with the name thing, it used to be called Good Guy Doll. They changed it to Buddy Doll, which is funny to me because it's kind of a reference to the old My Buddy toy, which was Chucky was already a reference to.
My Little Buddy or something, right?
Yeah, my buddy. Yeah. My buddy. And then they had a girl version, which was Kid Sister.
That's weird.
Yeah. So My Buddy, though, they changed on here to the Buddy Doll, but they changed the Y to like an I, like an iPhone I. To like, oh, now it's a tech thing. I don't know. See, okay, so the original movies, it was a serial killer or something.
Soul got trapped.
Yeah, his soul gets trapped
because it's like infused into the It
was a voodoo or something.
Something like that. Yeah. It was magic.
So they're not doing that. It doesn't seem like anyway. It seems like they're doing like some Furbies waking up at the middle of the night and telling you to murder your parents. They're doing that.
This is basically a dark Toy Story.
Right. Now they could always at the end do something where like a serial killer implanted his brain in the AI.
That's the thing. Like Yeah, the original one, it was a serial killer, so that's why, and he possessed a doll.
Right.
This one, is it that, or is it just that technology goes haywire and that
Right
one doll goes?
Right now, I don't know because I don't think that they made that clear. I think they just said this doll is killing people suddenly, and they're not really showing you what it's doing, other than at one point it grabs a knife and it seems like it can control machines.
Yeah, because of the Bluetooth
I don't
and whatnot.
know for sure that it can,
Right,
but it's like they're giving you that idea that it can connect to machines.
Or like Alexa.
Yeah, so he's like tiny Ultron.
That's weird. Can you imagine like a little baby Ultron just wandering? He looks like Ultron still.
I have a feeling it'll kind of look like that by the end. I mean, because
his face will get stripped and stuff, kind of like the old Child's Play where it's like he'd start melting and like have to sew his face on and stuff.
This time it'll be like wicked robot parts underneath.
Right. I mean, what's crazy, right, is that the original Child's Play films, there's a couple of sequels, and the recent ones have actually been pretty good.
I've not seen it yet.
Because it's definitely comedy horror. It's horror, but it's funny.
Yeah, I feel like that's when they lost it for me because Child's Play.
Oh, the original ones were. Yeah,
I was on board until 3. I loved 3, and then after that, I didn't care. I felt like that was the end because that was the one where they show him in like military school. And
I loved that one. I think that one might have been my favorite Child's Play film.
Yeah, for sure, that's my favorite one.
Yeah, I need to watch that again. Actually, shit. I'll watch it when I'm there, dude.
Yeah. So to me, I don't know. I don't feel like they needed to keep going sequels wise in the Bride of Chucky.
Dude, some of the sequels got fucking weird.
Oh, I know. I saw a couple of them and I was just like, what happened?
The latest one, Cult of Chucky, is actually pretty good.
That was them trying to take it serious, though, right?
That one was, it went back to it. What's crazy, though, is it's the same writer who wrote all of them. So it's almost like he's just trying.
Yeah, like, this is my jam,
But
dude.
I kind of get, like, I respect that. That's gangster. Because he knows the characters so well. He knows the lore so well. He's just like, how else can I interpret this character? What more stories can I tell with this guy? Let's give it a shot. It's like, yeah, there's a female now. It's like, they have a kid. Why not? Who has like issues with his gender? What?
You know how I know it's gonna suck?
What, this new one?
Yeah.
What?
Because
it's got Aubrey Plaza?
In Ready Player One,
oh,
they're still using the Chucky with the stitching all over his face. So that means in the future, this movie doesn't matter.
Oh, that's good reference there. I get it. It's a nice throwback. That's true. Oh, that means
means that Ninja Turtle reboot.
Yeah, I was gonna say there's no Ninja Turtles reboot. It's not gonna matter because they still use the Michael Bay one instead of the original one.
That's the most iconic Turtles
that
ever
sucks. That film fails hard. Did we talk about that? Did we even review that film? We did, right?
We must have.
We must have.
If the new Chucky comes out and it's good, and the new Ninja Turtles comes out and it's good, I feel like they need to retroactively replace those turtles and that Chucky. I think that's what Ready Player One needs to do. Spielberg went back and he changed those guns to flashlights. He can change the Ninja Turtles
and walkie-talkies. He can do it.
Yeah, man, he can do it.
I believe in him. I believe in Spielberg. He can do it.
All right, so next.
The next thing, should we go with the? Let's go James Gunn thing. We'll talk about the that last trailer last.
Last.
I skipped the one trailer.
What was the trailer you skipped?
The Aladdin.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we'll talk about that one last.
Okay.
Yeah, but all right. So James Gunn's script is going to be used for Guardians.
So yeah, officially they're using James Gunn's script for the Volume 3. The thing is, though, that doesn't necessarily mean every word for word thing is going to be used in that script. That's
who's
just whether
directing it. I think that's all that matters at this point, right
have
now.
Input of some sort. So
you have to have
improv.
You have to get a director who understands who basically understands how to get those films similar to what they were.
Yeah. If you were gonna replace James Gunn for Guardians,
who would I get?
Yeah, because they got James Gunn now doing Suicide Squad,
who is
and
basically
that
like a reboot.
yeah, and that seems though if you're thinking about the kind of movie that Suicide Squad was representing itself to be, and the kind of movie that Guardians of the Galaxy was, it makes sense to be like, okay, James Gunn, go do Guardians over here, but with a darker theme or
He's
whatever.
gonna do so well, I think.
I think so too. It makes sense. That's what I'm saying. Like, who do you think would make sense to replace James Gunn with, of somebody who could take over that franchise and bring something to it where it's still going to be good?
Let me look up his name.
You're gonna look up his name.
Yeah. I just want to make sure. Oh, it is. Garth Jennings.
Garth Jennings was his name.
I
It
think
was
he did Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy.
interesting. Has he done anything else
Um,
of
let's
note?
see.
Because
He did
Hitchhikers
the
was
he did the movie Sing. Have you seen that?
animated one.
Yeah. That was his
Interesting.
latest one, actually. Weird. He did Son of Rambo.
Okay, I've
Do you
seen
remember that one?
Yeah, I do remember that one.
I think the reason why I specifically picked him, not because of Hitchhiker's Guide, it's like, oh, it's got space and stuff, but because he can bring a lot of heart to characters.
Okay,
And I think that's a vital part
for sure.
of doing the Guardians.
Yeah,
See, I was honestly gonna say like get Edgar Wright, but I don't know if he wants to do anything like
he's
this.
not going back to.
Yeah,
He's
he ain't
not.
going back. That's tricky, man.
I feel like I would go for as because they got to because it's kind of a similar thing. I would have Phil Lord and Chris Miller
Right.
because
Well,
they were gonna do Solo.
that's right.
They got
And they said yeah, because it was too funny. I'm like, get him for Guardians.
Yeah, to me,
Yeah.
if they were really trying to get everybody to improv and all
That's
that,
good, actually. That's a good one.
I would get them
Lord and
and then
Miller.
get a version of what that movie could have been. You
Yeah,
know,
yeah. They can even like obviously do rewrites for the script. If it's
Yeah,
based off of Gunn's script, they could put their spin like on a second draft. Obviously, second draft's always slightly different to the first draft, but
yeah, that just
that's
it
a
makes
good one. I like that one. I like that one actually more.
because I feel like when they got pulled off of Guardian or when they got pulled off of Solo and then Solo came out and it did meh, and then Spider-Verse came out and it did fucking fantastic. It felt like okay, maybe they had like obviously if I was them, I would
Spider-Verse
feel
had a lot of directors, by the way.
it did, but
Yeah.
I'm saying that they brought something specific to it. That was their mission when they put those directors on it was to do that because they were the driving force behind Spider-Verse going into production.
Mm-hmm.
So
Did they also do Lego Movie 2?
yeah, or I don't know if they directed Lego.
Oh,
Movie
they
2.
didn't direct it. They just produced it.
They wrote it
They just produced it and wrote it.
and story. Yeah,
Yeah. It didn't do very. It's not doing very well right now.
yeah. I think that in the as far as reviews and stuff, it's doing good. I think that they shouldn't have put out. They shouldn't have jumped into like let's do Ninjago, let's do Batman.
That's
If
what I
they
thought too.
The Legos movie, it should have just been
Legos.
franchise. You
Yep.
can do Batman in that. You can do
Yeah, that's what I thought too. I
And I
think
feel-
having the Ninjago, like Ninjago is fine because that was still television. That should have been a television movie
right.
because it would separate it, right? Theatrical
Right.
release. Batman should have been a television movie.
Yep.
The fact that it was a theatrical release and it wasn't actually Batman, it was Batman that is part of the Lego franchise essentially. It kind of blurred it and it almost watered it down.
Right.
If it was just a Lego movie 2,
They needed to keep those as a special thing.
Absolutely, absolutely, I agree. That's what I thought when they were releasing, and I was like, I don't know if this is the right step. Like, it seems like a Sony thing to just go, let's do this.
Okay. I
What's
think the
up?
Batman one did okay because
Yes, because it's
they
Batman.
had Batman attached.
It's Batman.
Yeah, but I think the Ninjago thing definitely soiled the waters. Just because it was like, okay, now you guys are just doing anything.
I honestly think that the Batman one did soil the waters too, though.
I as well do, but I think because
As a
it's still
film, yeah, it would make money still, no doubt, because of the franchise that it's attached to. It's Batman.
Yeah.
But I don't think it helped. It helped the Lego Movie too,
Nope.
which I do want to watch.
I do as well.
Would that be still out when I get there? It just came out, right?
It just came out.
All right,
It should
so
be still.
I think we'll probably check it out.
All right. What else we got up there?
All right. You wrote this thing regarding Wolverine.
Oh yeah. So it was just behind the scenes discussion with some of the producers involved with the X-Men franchise and then Kevin Feige as well. Just stating that basically that Wolverine will be recast. They're not looking to have Jackman come back and be the Wolverine of the MCU.
I'm glad to hear that.
Yeah, which to me, obvious.
Like, just split your ties, man.
But they're also not saying that it is impossible that they could show like an old man Logan
Sure.
down the line in an because they're doing multiverse stuff.
Right. You can always incorporate more things now due to the multiverse.
But I think it is a thing where it's important to
Separate it.
establish a new, younger Wolverine before you bother dipping into the old man Logan stuff.
Agreed.
You've got to establish new Wolverine before an old man Logan would even be a relevant reference.
Exactly.
So, yeah, I don't know. I'm to me it makes sense. I want to see a completely new version.
I want to see all of them.
These dudes saying Daniel Radcliffe should be Wolverine. That's not a thing. We got to stop that nonsense. Dana Radcliffe even thinks it's nonsense.
He's a great actor.
He's great, but just the voice alone.
That's what I was gonna say. It's his voice. Get dude who played Punisher.
It's like Elijah Wood. Why would you ever want like someone that looks like a hobbit to be Wolverine? No. Hobbit size is one thing. Looks like a hobbit is a different thing.
Nah.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know why. I don't know why people are pressing for that. There's also a big push for Robert Pattinson as the new Batman.
Yeah, I heard about that. Why?
It's just fans. It's just fans. I think Boss Logic heard about it, so he did a thing, and now everybody's like, "But I've seen a poster with his face in the shadow of Batman, so obviously he's best choice."
That's what happens, though, man. It's the internet.
It's hard to me that people just latch onto that shit so quickly.
Don't like it. Don't like that idea at all.
They're like, but he's not in Twilight anymore. So it's fine. It's like, no, man, not for Batman.
No.
If you want to tell me that Robert Pattinson's gonna play like Jason Todd or something, sure.
Oh yeah, great, cool.
But not
I don't
Batman,
even see him as I don't even see him as Dick Grayson.
Nope.
Jason Todd, yeah, I could see that.
Yeah.
But
even still, it's just a bizarre thing. We're getting a young Batman. Just let some new dude do it.
Get a new guy. There's so many faces out there that we not even know.
Exactly.
Plenty of faces who could take that role.
It's like still use Manganiello as Deathstroke in it somewhere.
Right. I mean, he should have been fucking whatever.
We never like really. I think when they show him, he's got like the grays on the side.
Mm-hmm.
So just blacken his hair up. So that's the old dude version, and now he's fighting the young dude version.
Or just not give a shit about timelines anymore because it's all fucked in the air anyways.
Oh man, isn't it? We got a Joker movie coming out, completely unrelated.
No, who cares? That's why I'm like, who cares? I don't care.
With no Joker in it.
You got a fucking Birds of Prey film with Harley from Suicide Squad that's not related because there's no Joker in that one.
Yeah.
Dude, if they don't care, why the fuck should I?
Yeah, I don't know. That's how I felt about the X-Men franchise, which is why I
Oh,
keep going to see them.
oh, dude, I saw the trailer again and a big screen, and I'm just like, I really don't give a fuck.
Yeah,
I really
I
don't
didn't go see the
care.
last one, so if
Huh?
if if they got so bad that I stopped going to see X-Men movies, some terrible happened.
That's saying a lot. It's
Something
saying a
terrible
lot,
happened.
dude. Do you want to talk about this image?
Yeah. We talk about the image.
All right, so
Guess we got to show it somehow.
I'm gonna pop it inside here.
All right.
So right for now, they're not gonna see our faces. They're just gonna see this image.
Okay.
There's an Avengers Endgame image. It's an official image. It was I forgot where I found it from, but that's not shopped or anything.
Right. This is a real thing. This is
Yeah,
one that
yeah. There's a
got
lot
put up.
of gap. Obviously, this is what the original crew,
Yeah.
and it's new appearances. I guess new looks for most of them.
Right. They've done some stuff like you can see they've kind of done the scale pattern for Cap's chest. Widow's back in her Widow gear, but it's like she's got like new Abby pieces and stuff now.
Yeah,
So it's updated. It looks like Jeremy Renner's in the Ronin gear.
but he's holding his arrow.
Yeah, but he's just not. He's not masked up, but
Right.
it's the Ronin outfit.
Hulk looks small.
Does he, or does it just because we're not used to seeing him with a shirt on?
Maybe that's it. He's got like he's got like a full sleeve. I don't know, it's weird. You can't see
Yeah.
much, obviously he's covered.
Right, but we've seen other pictures
Yeah.
of him in this gear.
That's a different Iron Man suit as well, isn't it?
Yeah, it looks like it's based off the classic because he's got like the gold arms and gold legs,
Looks cool.
and the helmet shape is very
I
classic.
dig it,
Iron.
yeah, yeah. And Thor's got his massive hammer.
Yeah, it looks like Thor's wearing the same gear
Yeah.
from Infinity War
He's still got
here,
the
but we
shield,
know
yeah,
he
yeah.
gets, like the Avengers suit thing they showed on the Toilers.
Right. Toilers.
But I would guess from this version of the Hulk that the Professor Hulk thing is real.
Yeah. Because he
The-
looks like
It looks the most like Ruffalo.
yes, so it looks like there's more Ruffalo in this Hulk.
Like in the first movie, I feel like they did a real good job of
I think so
doing
too.
like his gray in the hair and stuff like that. First and second movie.
Mm-hmm.
But when he was hulked out, he looked like Hulk, real
Mhm.
big mouth and everything. And this one still has that to some degree, but the facial proportions.
Yeah,
look
his
so much-
proportions. It looks like that's why that's when I was saying he looks slimmer. It wasn't just his arms; it was his face. There was
Right.
it's the proportions and the scaling of different aspects. But this image
So I'm
is
thinking
interesting
that
though.
the Professor Hulk thing is probably real.
This image is interesting though.
And it shows the Widow has her hair with the blonde grown out like they showed on the action figures and shit.
Mhm.
So time jump is definitely a thing. And she's got the little dialy do on her hand.
Yep.
The quantum realm shit that we're guessing
Oh,
that is.
dude, what's that film's out? What, April? So close, so close, so
Yeah,
close.
man. Pretty exciting.
Very. And
Pretty exciting.
last,
And I guess maybe we can find a picture, but the only other toiler thing
sure.
that
You mentioned
I
this
saw
earlier,
was
yeah.
the War Machine, I think it's a Hulkbuster suit.
What's the deal with that? More toys.
They've shown a Lego set that comes with a big ass War Machine version of the Hulkbuster suit.
Was it
with, like-
labeled under Endgame or was it just?
I believe it. I believe it was.
Okay.
So yeah.
That's something. And last but not least in this movie episode is
Aladdin. This shit. Let's talk about it.
one, Jafar. Based on the photos that we had before, we were already like, that ain't Jafar. He looks weird.
Oh.
He's very young.
He's very young and
Very
like
young.
pretty.
Yeah. And then hearing him, I'm like, what?
Yeah. Get me the lamb.
Get me the lamb. I was like, what? Nah,
Yeah,
bro.
You don't sound intimidating at all.
You need to look like some old dude, some
Like
skeevy.
Ben Kingsley or
Oh, dude. Ben Kingsley as Mandarin was a better Jafar.
exactly. They'll never see me
For
coming.
real. Or even when he, dude. All right, that's one thing. Jasmine, her outfit looks good. I think
she's a white girl, dude.
Yeah, no, she's still just like pop
but
her in a spray tan.
She didn't look at all Middle Eastern as Kimberly in the Power Rangers movie, and she looks exactly the same now. Just she looks like a girl wearing a Jasmine costume on Halloween.
For real, the costume looked nice, but she didn't look like Jasmine.
No, her homie looks more like Jasmine,
which is weird. I was like, how come she ain't Jasmine? I mean, her face looks more of that area.
She's a bit old for Jasmine,
right? She is, but she looks. She's
like that. There's got to be actresses all over the fucking place.
Even in saying that, she still looks more like Jasmine.
Whatever her name is, but something rather.
Anyway, Aladdin looked like I still don't buy him as Aladdin. It's not It's not even his fault. You know what? To be fair, honestly, if they got that same actor and threw him in the clothes that Aladdin wears, I'd be like, oh, there's Aladdin.
Right. He just looks too GQ for Aladdin.
He doesn't.
Those are too set up, man. He's supposed to be a bum.
Exactly. And then
he's too good to go from the jump.
And then obviously the money shot of the trailer.
Geez. Yeah, we finally get to see Blue Genie.
What?
We see him from the back first.
Yeah.
It shows that he's like all buff.
Big.
Yeah, because I guess trying to get closer to the classic silhouette, the Robin Williams.
Not even close,
silhouette.
Man.
I don't even know why. Like Will Smith's not. I don't know. It sounds such a weird choice, dude. It's such a weird.
When he turned around, it just.
Why not just get The Rock if you wanted like a buff genie?
Dude, didn't we say just get The Rock? Wouldn't The Rock have made a better genie?
Oh, so much better.
Seriously, dude. Like, you don't even have to do anything to him.
Let's make him blue.
Fucking paint him blue. And honestly, he would have played a great genie.
Yeah, he was
charming. Is not get me wrong. Like Will Smith is a charming fellow, but he just when he turned around and did that, I'm just like, nah.
No,
this Aladdin is.
Will Smith play Jafar.
See, now we're talking interesting. He would have been great.
Yeah, he would. I think he would have been a much more compelling villain if he like really took it seriously.
Yeah.
Which I think he would have.
Yeah, he would have.
I think that would have been a better choice. Have him be Jafar and
Dwayne Johnson as Genie.
Have Dwayne Johnson as Genie, and then you still get to see Will Smith do the evil Genie thing at the end.
Oh, see, yeah, when he becomes the big Jafar Genie.
Yeah, exactly.
Hey, is Iago in this movie?
He is. Well, they showed him on his shoulder.
Is it gonna still be voiced the same?
No, I'm sure it's. I think they've said who it is, but I don't think it's Gilbert Gottfried.
Aladdin is one of my favorites.
Sorry though, whoever they picked, it should have been Aziz.
Oh, that would have been clowning. That would be great. We're doing a better job casting this shit, dude. This one, Aladdin is one of my favorite animated Disney flicks.
Same.
Like, I still remember, going to the cinema and checking that out.
Yep.
Am I even gonna bother watch this?
I think I am because there's gonna be
out of morbid curiosity.
There's gonna be a huge reaction to this movie,
right.
Whether it's positive or negative. The reaction is gonna be huge.
Did you see the numbers of this of the actual trailer?
No. What are the trailer numbers? It's got to be a lot.
All right, it's got 7 million views.
Only 7? That's surprising.
It's got 60,000 thumbs up, 95,000 thumbs down.
Damn.
That's a whole 35,000 people, like, more going, no.
I'm betting that the people that are saying no grew up on the original. I'm betting that a lot of kids and stuff they don't even really know Aladdin, or they've seen it on stuff, but they didn't grow up. They didn't go see it in the theater like we did. I'm imagining those kids are going to be mostly fine.
Jasmine just looks like a white girl with tan.
She don't even look tan. She don't even look tan.
Honestly, Aladdin, if you popped him in his actual clothes, I'd be cool.
I agree. He's got maybe a little too much facial hair for me, but
yeah, that genie though is pure garbage. Just looking at it again, bro.
Yeah.
His neck looks like it's just kind of doing the Green Lantern float thing.
Right. Because it's just like a head pasted. It's just his mocap face pasted on a big CGI body.
Is it
I don't
even
even
a
know
CGI
if he did
body?
the mocap for the body.
Dude, why is this a thing? It's just...
Yeah, it's real bizarre.
They thought this was a good idea.
I'm telling you, man. Should have got him to play Jafar. So you
Yeah,
still
Dwayne Johnson. Seriously, if Dwayne Johnson turned around and it's just blue,
yeah, dude.
I'll be like, hell yeah, it's gonna be fun.
Yeah, dude. I would. Oh man, it'd be so much better.
Oh man, that movie is.
I'm real curious if he's going to be self-aware and stuff like the genie was in the cartoon Aladdin.
Like, will he reference stuff that
he was kind of Deadpool-y. Like he could.
Oh yeah.
He broke the fourth wall. He made references to stuff that are like current day. So I'm really curious if they'll do that. You know, he sounded like he was talking modern.
Mm-hmm. Out of all of them, yeah, compared to the rest, for sure.
He's like, you heard of me, blah blah blah. So I don't know if it's going to be that same kind of deal.
Oh my gosh, he looks so silly. I'm just looking at that right now again, and I'm just like,
looking at what?
I'm just looking at the genie right now, and it's just.
Yeah, it's bizarre. I feel like it looks best in that JoJo's Bizarre.
It looks great there. The pink's added to it. Also,
lighting.
that edit that somebody made on the one that I showed you.
Oh, the face edit.
Much better.
I don't know. I get it. It looks more like the Robin Williams
but
version.
even then,
I don't know if
the whole thing is bad.
It should be.
The whole thing was bad. I don't.
Yeah, it was a weird choice, man.
I don't know, man.
This whole thing looks full of weird choices. I feel like getting Guy Ritchie to direct it.
Dude, that was the first weird choice.
Yeah, especially because he's not going to be able to bring anything about what Guy Ritchie does to this movie.
Not at all.
So it seems so bizarre. It seems like him taking it for a paycheck so that they can say like a big name director did it.
I forgot that it was him, and I remember when you first reminded me, I was like, wait, what? Why?
Yeah, it's super random.
Why? But wow, what a trailer.
Right.
And that's it for the movie talk.
Yeah, so that movie's happening. Aren't we all excited?
95,000.
That's a lot.
It's a lot.
Is that an opening weekend for you? You would see it?
Oh, just
to have an opinion.
It's out on 24th of May.
Right.
Is it opening weekend? I don't know, man. I don't even know if it's like I know I have to see this in the cinema.
Do you think he's gonna rap Friend Like Me, or are they gonna make him try and sing it?
No, he better rap that shit. Remember how we were saying on a couple episodes back, we were like, if he was just playing essentially the Fresh Prince,
all right,
I'd be cooler with it.
Yeah,
mind you, this
I want him
prior
to be doing his dances and shit.
Yeah. This is prior to seeing what he looks like, but if he's essentially just
gonna do the
night. Fresh Prince, but he happens to be a blue genie, it'd be a little bit easier to kind of. Jafar's garbage. Jafar sounded garbage though.
By the big buff body, of all the versions that I expected to see when we saw the blue genie finally, I didn't expect him to be. I thought he'd be translucent. I didn't think they were going to do the thing where you could see through him.
Wasn't translucent enough.
Yeah, he just had a blue body, and his lower half looked like it was smoke.
Right, which is what it was in the cartoon for the most part.
Well, it was. He also had legs. And
he did have legs every now and then, but like when he was, he had that floaty. I don't know, man. This film is whatever at this point.
It's gonna be bizarre, dude.
Is it opening day for you?
Again, I feel like it depends on how much the roommates want to see it.
Yeah. All right, put it this way: if I have mates who go, dude, we got to check this out, and we're gonna watch it on opening day. If I'm not doing a thing that day, I might join them. Right. But I'm not gonna be the one that initiates watching this.
It's never gonna be my idea.
Yeah, it's never gonna be my idea. Like I will agree if everything fits into place, but I'm not gonna be the one that's like, hey,
what we've seen. Do you want them to feature more of the music or less of the music?
At this point, I don't even care.
Like, you don't think that you don't have an inkling based on what we've seen if they're gonna make the music sound good enough to bother doing it or not?
Because from what I remember, them saying that this is going to be closer to the stage play as opposed to the actual the animated movie.
Okay.
Because they had to make changes for the stage play. Will they have those songs? I don't know, man. Like,
do you know?
I love that soundtrack, bro.
Stage play.
What's up?
I've never seen
in a stage play. He had a mum. That was part of that was a main part of the story. He had a couple of friends, so he wasn't just a loner. He was still a street rat and stuff.
Right.
But it was mainly to do with family.
Interesting.
Yeah. I don't know what changes they'll make. I don't know what songs they'll have. Like,
do you think they'll do A Whole New World carpet ride through the stars?
Wait, they're singing. It's a musical. This film's musical, right?
I didn't think about A Whole New World until this moment.
Yeah, I was thinking of fucking Gotta Keep One Jump.
Right.
Like, is he gonna do that shit, bro?
I hope so, because that's a fun song.
that soundtrack. I love this soundtrack so much. So I don't know. It's gonna like.
What I'm saying, do you think it'd be better if they attempt it, or better if they just don't even bother? Just like play that in the background orchestral style while he does like a chase.
That might be better. For some reason, I don't watch Bollywood movies.
Right.
But how can, in my head, me imagining what a Bollywood movie of this, it looks better.
I think it's because the cast would look like the cartoon.
But not only that, they would handle the music and everything better as well.
Probably. Well, I don't know. Probably.
No, I'm not saying Hollywood can't do musicals.
I think they would fully go into the music.
That's what I mean. Like, they'd be all in. I'm not saying that Hollywood can't do musicals. They know how to handle musicals. They used to bloody... That was their bread and butter. They did that for ages, but... I don't know. Like, right now, I don't picture any of these cats singing. Like, could you imagine that Jafar singing Prince Ali? That fucking version of him? When he's mocking him and shit?
I want it to happen.
It's gotta happen, bro. But I
can't imagine it.
Gotta keep one job. He's gotta sing. He's gotta sing that shit while he's doing stuff.
Yeah, parkouring around the city.
Oh man, Friend Like Me, Will Smith.
I don't know, man.
Them two singing A Whole New World. That didn't even cross my mind.
Yeah.
They're gonna be flying through everywhere and shit, bro.
Yeah.
Singing A Whole New World on their carpet. I don't know.
Because how do you even try to match A Whole New World duet wise, like the vocals, how they? Because everybody knows that song so well. If you change any of it, people are like, "Nah, son."
Nah. Then automatically, without seeing this,
A Whole New World is even more strict than Friend Like Me or any of the other songs.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
They're fucked. I mean, I ain't even seen it, but right now they're fucked. They have so much to live up to.
Here's hoping, I guess.
No. And it's not even like, they don't have to do it like shot for shot, but you have to represent that song if you're doing that song.
Mm-hmm.
Good luck.
We'll see how it goes.
Good luck.
But anyway, I think that's it for our movie news, right?
That is it. Wow, that was actually...
Till the next one, guys. Stay chipper, chaps. Stay chipper, chaps.
Stay chipper.